Hi, so tonight I'm going to a musical I haven't been in 25 years, which is really absurd. So get ready with me. We're gonna start by putting our dress on. This one. I know it looks quite old-fashioned, but I kind of love it exactly for the reason. So we're gonna put that dress on because it doesn't have a slipper, unfortunately. I also have to, because it's very cold and it's by a lake, the festival house is by a lake, so I have to wear these because I would probably freeze to death if I didn't. So I'm gonna change my dress and then I'm gonna see you in the bathroom to make my makeup, or to do my makeup, to be specific. By the way, this is me without makeup, so I'm sorry you have to see me in this way, but we'll change that later. So again, very sorry you have to see me in this way, but now I'm going to do my makeup. So just to say this at this point, I'm not good at doing my makeup. I do it very rarely because I don't like the feeling of it, and I'm honestly too lazy to get it off at night. So yeah, just doing my Cinderella look at this point. And we're going to start with concealer, and I'm going to tell you why this is so special for me tonight. So the musical I'm seeing tonight is called Ludwig II, Longing for Paradise, in German Sehnsucht nach dem Paradies, Ludwig II. And this is actually something my parents visited when I was not even born yet. So I was minus 10 years old because they visited it in 2000 on Mother's Day, and I was born 10 days after. So I basically heard the musical before, and sometimes when I listen to it, because it's available at least in YouTube Music, I don't know whether it's available on Spotify or something, because I don't have it, but you should definitely listen to it. And I remember kind of a few lines, a few melodies out of it. I don't really know why. I would like to think that it's because I heard this basically in the womb, and so I can kind of remember a few things. I would at least love that. So that's the story about why this is special. And the other thing is, it's not. It had just been playing for not even 3 years at the time, from 2000 to 2002 or 2003. So it has not been, apart from one time I didn't realize, it hasn't been on stage other than that, because it needs a really huge stage. It needs a pool on the stage that has to be deep enough for the king, for Ludwig II, to go into the water and, well, potentially drown. We don't know how he died exactly. And in the original there were also horses on the stage, so the stage would move. It's the biggest round turning stage in all of Europe. So they had horses and a carriage on the stage while the king was singing, and the horses would just go on their own place, basically. So yeah, who's Ludwig II, of course? That's the next thing we have to talk about while I do my makeup in this very 2000 way. We probably all remember this. So, so Ludwig II was the fourth king we had in Bavaria. We had a monarchy for only 100 years, but it had a very huge influence on all of us. So it was only 100 years. It was from Napoleon to the end of the First World War, and that was all. And he was the fourth king. And if you know a few things about Bavaria, it's probably the Oktoberfest and Neuschwanstein, which is also the castle they had part of in Taylor Swift's music video Bejeweled. So I think it's AI, because I don't think you can actually go in there and go onto the balcony and then have them film yourself, and look very AI. But it's based on Neuschwanstein, and he built it. He was very famous for not wanting war in any way. He loved music. He was an art lover, just like apparently his grandfather. It's very funny because we had two kings called Maximilian, who were very stoic and very, well, very diplomatic and very, you know what I mean. In Bavaria, you would say Paragraphenreiter. They were very keen on the rules and everything, and this is really absurd. So after all, this was the two Maximilians and the two Ludwigs. The first two Ludwigs were very much into art. The first Ludwig also left the throne because he fell in love with an artist. So this is kind of the family connection. And Ludwig loved opera. He loved particularly the, well, communist, we have to say it, Richard Wagner. And this musical in particular that I'm going to visit tonight was partly composed as if it was an opera by Wagner. So before you say now, oh God, Wagner, he's got to be very heavy, he's got to be very horrible. No, he's not. He's basically a 19th century version of movie music. I totally forgot that I don't only have like dark under eyes. So we're also gonna do this, 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 and this. And this above here. So just listen to Wagner and tell me what you think. Also, the famous chant, or not the famous chant, but the famous song "Here Comes the Bride," to which probably most of the people will get married or have got married, is by Wagner. So you all know him. This a bit about Ludwig II. He was very sensitive. We have a bit of a problem because sensibel in German is not the same as sensible in English, so I tend to say sensible when I mean sensibel. So I mean sensitive. So got this. Next thing is so Ludwig II was. I should stop talking while I do this. 1 second. I'm gonna mess this up. I'm afraid I already have, but I don't care. So, just a second. Do you also have that problem that if you do one eye, you will never get the second eye the same way as you get the first eye? I don't know whether that's a me problem or whether that's an us problem, kind of. So since my eyeliner obviously decided to take a trip up under into my eyelid, basically, I'm gonna rectify that, and I'm gonna be back when I have my whole face of makeup on, because I think you know everything you need to know basically about tonight. So see you in a second. So I've done my makeup as best as I can, which is not very good again. I'm not doing any makeup most of the time, probably just like a bit of concealer. When I'm filming, I'm doing a bit of eyeliner and some mascara because it looks really horrible if I don't. Oh God. So this is my hair post French braid when I had it the night before. So we're not gonna go out with this stuff, but I wanted kind of a wavy hair, but not too wavy. And if I brush it out now, it will not be that wavy later. So we're just going to do it like this, this. I kind of look like a poodle with this. I'm not gonna lie at this point. And for some reason it's already greasy up there because I just washed it yesterday. But I suppose that's a thing for fine-haired girls, that it's gonna get immediately greasy under the top. So I have to live with it. On the other hand, it's really good for doing anything, so I can live with it. Also, I'm gonna have a hairband in here like this. So I don't really care. You're not gonna see this, you're only gonna see this. So, see you in a minute. So, back in my room, so this is the dress. I just love it. I know it's terribly old-fashioned probably, with all the huge flowers and all, and I mean this. But I still love it because it's kind of got this romantic feeling, and I'm romantic. Otherwise, I wouldn't go to Ludwig, obviously. So, this is what I thought. So, I'm gonna get it like this. So now we look cute and not at all like 25. Well, 24. I always think I'm 25 because obviously I was born in the year 2000, so every year that changes I know exactly how old I am with naming the year that we're in. So I just realized that like this eyebrow is much huger than this, but who cares? So next thing is our bag. This is a huge decision because A, it's going to determine whether we wear silver or gold, and B, I have no idea what to choose, honestly. So we have a few options. So first of all, we got this. So basically this was so knotted that I had to have a few books inside and just hang it out, kind of, so this is why this is still on. I mean, I love this because, I don't know, it kind of gives it a little edge, almost, because this is so fast at getting terribly old-fashioned, obviously, if you like use the wrong jewellery on something. By the way, I'm so sorry for my socks, but I'm still gonna wear them because I have little boots for my shoes, so nobody's gonna see them anyway, but you will know my secret. So kind of like that. Or we also have this one, but I don't know whether it's too pale in comparison with the other stuff, but this would be silver, and I would actually prefer it if I did silver, so I could use silver jewellery. The last but not least, is like this, but I think that's by far too dark. I think it would basically go over the whole dress and would make it too dark, so I'm probably not going to use this. So it's between yellow and pink, and I have to say I love the pink one. I mean, look at it, it's beautiful, it's perfect. It's also got these little pink, blue, violetish flowers all over it. But I don't want to wear gold jewellery. This is so horrible. And I feel so bad because I'm gonna choose this, I'm afraid. Because I have to, because, as I said, I don't like gold jewellery very much. So, I have to take this. And, yeah, I'm just gonna put my shoes on and put my necklace on, and then I will see you again. So, now this is the whole look, and yes, I know the boots are very unfortunate. They don't really fit the dress at all, but there's gravel, and I hope this is the right word. So there are all these millions and millions of little tiny stones. You cannot walk with high heels on this. It's not possible, so I have to kind of do these, which destroys the whole look, let's be honest. But I don't have any others I could wear to this, so I don't know, this is the look. How do I look? So, by the way, if you're asking yourself what this is actually a dress from the musical house, because this theatre was built specifically for this musical that I'm going to watch tonight. So it was, as I said, in the year 2000, and it's this massive, beautiful house which has one of the best acoustics in the world, because it's made after the theatre which has the best acoustics in the world, which is Bayreuth, Festspielhaus Bayreuth. So it's just amazing, and it cost a lot of money, and they weren't able to keep it that way, unfortunately. But a few years back, they sold a few costumes and a few accessories, and I'm so mad at myself because there was a scepter, and I didn't take it because I thought no one would. And then, of course, 2 minutes later, I came back and there was a woman with all the scepters, basically, that were available in her arms. And I was like, yeah, stupid. But I got this dress out of it. So this is an original stage dress. I might wear this. No, I might wear this. I'm not going to wear this, obviously. But I might try it on for you, like tomorrow or something. By the way, this is me in full, because obviously the last time we did this, you only had me up to there, because I didn't have enough space. But now I have, so this is great. So I'm not going to wear a blazer. I would have this. But again, it's black, so it would destroy the whole look. And yeah, no. I mean, I kind of like it. I have the same dress in just a grayish blue, and I normally wear this with it, but I kind of feel like that it's really not for this dress, although, wait a second. I know I'm making a horrible face now, but I kind of like it. It's not that bad, I think. Yeah, well, I might change my mind about this, whether I wear this. Could I do it with this? Oh, might be something, I might say. So, I'm not yet sure if I wear this or not. I probably will do a video later when I'm at the theatre, so you can see how beautiful it is there, because it's basically at this lake. And on the other hand of, I'm so stupid today. At the other end of the lake, there is Neuschwanstein, so you basically see it from the theatre. And well, Neuschwanstein is a beautiful castle. It was unfortunately not. It's not complete, because he died before it. He died under mysterious circumstances in a lake. He was found dead. We don't know how he died. Might be just because he drowned, might be because he was killed in any way, shape or form. There is an autopsy, but the family, the former royal family, who of course not royal anymore, but they have the papers and they're not releasing them in any way, shape or form. So, Donald Trump, JFK, yeah, well, probably wouldn't change anything here, because we wouldn't get them, because the family has it. But anyway, we don't know how he died, so this is one of the great mysteriums, and I feel like if people die in a very mysterious way, or if you don't know how they died, or if they died before their time, just like JFK or like the Empress Elizabeth in Austria, then they're getting even more of a mystery than if they died normally, or also like Abe Lincoln, of course. So we don't know how he died. I know that in the newer version of the musical that I'm going to watch tonight, because as I said, that's the original version, and by now there's a newer version in which they get shot. In which they get shot. So it was not only the king who died, but also a psychiatrist who died and who declared him mad a few days prior. Just a few days. He really didn't live long after that. So the two were found dead in the lake near Munich. And as I said, the new musical, like, they're in the water, both of them, and then it gets dark and there are two shots. So I don't know what's gonna happen today. I might update you on that if you're interested. My parents told me that it was like this last scene when he would go into the lake and just like vanishes, so it has to be deep enough for him to go to have water up over his head. So I don't know what's gonna happen, because it's also not the real original, because it's only for 3 days. It's only Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and it's half like a concert. So they're not gonna have like a great stage production. It's probably most gonna be projection and like bare essentials, like a table, like, I don't know, a chair, a bed, whatever. So it's not gonna be the great production that it was, unfortunately, 25 years ago, but I hope that it will be renewed, because it was a huge success at the time. It was 1.5 million people saw it in just 1.5 years or 2 years. So maybe they're gonna renew it, and I would hope so, even if they don't get horses on stage again. So I don't know, maybe I'm getting a bit closer tonight to the mystery that was Ludwig II. So I would love if you wanted to hear the soundtrack. Then it's probably on YouTube Music. I know it's Ludwig II, Sehnsucht nach dem Paradies. It's Sehnsucht, new word, NACH, new word, DEM, new word, PARADIES. So if you want to listen into it, it's really, really just beautiful. And I don't have another word to describe it, because I don't know, there's so many musicals which are cool, which are groovy, which are just getting you in the mood. But this is simply beautiful, and it has all these Wagnerian melodies. It has also a few very traditional Bavarian marches. It has a little bit of the Marseillaise for some reason. So if you want to listen into it, it's really pretty. It's much more operatic, in my opinion, than really being a musical, but that makes it also closer to the actual material, because obviously musical was not a thing in the 19th century. So this is it. I still don't know whether I'll wear this blazer or not, and I'm gonna probably do a short later in the evening to show you exactly what it's like at the lake. By the way, as always, I mean, it's kind of my signature just to wear a H2O Just Add Water necklace. I mean, who wouldn't? So have a good evening, or have a good afternoon in my case, and I'll see you later. Bye.